Hey everyone! So in our last few lessons, we've been looking at finding the circumference or the perimeter of a circle. Today we're going to talk about the area or the inside of a circle. How much space does that circle take up? As we're looking at the area of a circle, we're going to continue to use pi. Okay, so we're going to continue to use pi, and area of a circle is how much space it takes up. Okay, so we're going to have a circle, and instead of looking at the outside like we did before, we're going to be more concerned this time about the inside. Okay, so we're going to be looking at the inside of our circle. Okay, well, let's talk about formula. All right, so the formula that we're going to use, we're still using pi, but our formula for a circle for finding the area is area equals pi times r squared. Pi r squared. This is the famous formula that you probably have heard before. Pi r squared. So we're going to go ahead and start with circles that have a radius, and we're going to go ahead and work from there. Okay, so let's talk about our first example A, and we have a circle, and our circle has a radius of 7 centimeters. Okay, so radius equals 7 centimeters. We can see that right there. So what we're going to do is we're going to use this formula of area equals pi. Instead of pi, we're going to use 3.14. Area equals 3.14 times the radius, which is 7 squared. Okay, so now that we know what we're looking for here, we're ready to solve. So our first thing that we're going to look at is 7 squared. Well, 7 squared is like saying 7 times 7 times 3.14. I know that 7 times 7 is 49. So when I multiply, I'm going to multiply 49 times 3.14. So that is going to be, we can pull out our little calculator, and that's going to give us 154 centimeters. 154 centimeters. So the amount of space that this circle is taking up right here is 154 centimeters. So area equals 154 centimeters. Okay, so our new formula, area equals pi times r squared. In this, we want the radius, whereas in perimeter, we wanted diameter. So now we're looking at radius being the star of the show. In our last one, diameter was the star of the show. So now it's time for the radius to shine. All right, so let's do another radius example. Another example with the radius. We have a radius of 21 feet. So we have a circle, and in this circle, we have a radius, and it's 21 feet. Okay, so my r equals 21 feet. I can now use this formula, A equals 3.14 times the radius squared. And then we're ready to go. All right, here we go. 3.14 times 21 squared. 21 times 21 times 3.14. Okay, let's pull out our calculator so that we can solve this problem. Now we're ready. 21 times 21 gives us 441 times 3.14. So now we're going to multiply that by 3.14, and that gives us a grand total of, oh my goodness, this is a lot of space. The area equals 1,384.74 feet. Okay, remember, there is no addition here. There's nothing to add. Did I multiply wrong? Let me try again. 21 times 21 equals 441 times 3.14. No, that's the right answer. The book rounded and got the wrong answer. Okay, so 1,384. We're not adding anything. Every time we've done this, it's been all multiplication. Okay, all multiplication. So now we're going to go on to another example, but this time I am going to give you the diameter, and you'll have to figure out the radius first, and then find the area. I want to put up here so that we remember this one we want radius. Okay. In our last lesson, when we were working on circumference, we can go back here, all these semicircles. Circumference, here we needed diameter. So it's important for us to remember which thing we want. So diameter equals circumference, radius equals area. I don't know how you want to try to remember that, but okay, so let's go ahead and think about example C. All right, on example C, they tell us that we have a circle, and in this circle, we have 26 inches. Okay, so I have a circle that has a diameter of 26 inches. I want to know what is the radius. So to find the radius, I know I need to cut it in half. So I need from here to here. So I just need to cut this in half. So I'm going to take 26, divide that by 2, and that gives me 13. So 13 is my radius. So now I am ready to solve using pi. All right, so I'm going to take area. Area equals pi times r squared. And so I'm going to use 3.14 times 13 squared. Okay, so RR. Lots of pirate talk in this one. So 13 times 13 times 3.14. Okay, here's my radius right here. I've squared it to follow the formula. So R squared, RR. And now I'm ready to multiply this out. So grab our handy dandy calculator. And we have 13 times 13. And that gives me 169. Now I need to multiply that by 3.14. and I get 530.66 inches. Oh my goodness, I forgot to put squared. So it's inches squared. I think I forgot to square my other inches too. Oh my gosh, I did. Okay, and this is centimeters squared, and this is feet squared. And the reason why it's squared is because it's area and we used a squared. So squared and squared. I can't believe I forgot to square. Oh my gosh, what is happening in my brain? Okay. It wouldn't be a Missing Lender video if I didn't mess something up though, right? Always have to mess up at least one thing. Oh my gosh, who hires these people? Okay, D, example D. We want to find the area of a circle with a diameter of 12 meters. Okay, so 12 meters. We have a diameter of 12 meters. All right, so we know that D is 12, but we want radius. So to find the radius, I'm going to take 12 and just chop it in half, because from here to here is radius. Okay, so we have two R's right here. We're going to find that the radius is 6 meters. So now I'm ready to solve for the area. So area equals pi r squared. So pi times r times squared. And then we're going to take 3.14 in there for pi. And our r is 6, so we're going to square 6. 6 times 6. Well, we know that 6 times 6 is 36. And now we're just going to multiply 3.14 times 36. And that we get, oops, I forgot my 3. 36 times 3.14, that gives us 113.04 meters squared. Squared because it's area. All right. It is your turn now to do a try it or two. And we are going to find the area of some circles. I'm going to do one of each with the radius and one with the diameter. So we'll go back to just giving you the diameter or the radius first. Circle number 1. Circle number 1 has a radius of 6 feet. Okay? And circle number 2. Circle number 2 has a diameter of 28 meters. All right, go ahead and solve both of these when you're ready. Come on back and hit play so that you can check your level of understanding. All right, so I want R equals 6, so I'm really having 6 squared. So area equals 6 squared times 3.14, or flip those around, sorry, 3.14 times 6 squared. So 6, we just did this one, is 36 times 3.14, and you get a total of 113.04 meters, feet squared. Oh, why is that so far off the thing there? Okay, our next one that we want to do. Sorry, that wasn't really a very good try it if it was one that we've already done before. Okay, let's try 28 meters. All right, so 28 meters, we want, that's the diameter is 28. We want the radius. So we're going to cut this in half. 28 divided by 2. And 28 divided by 2 is 14. So we're going to work with 14 squared is our special number there. Area equals 3.14 times 14 squared. All right, now we're going to do 14 times 14 times 3.14. Look at all those 14s. It's like a lucky number right here. All right, so calculator is only as smart as the person putting the info in. Come on, Miss Englander, get it together. 14 times 14 gives us 196 times 314. Okay, 196 times 3.14 is 615 and 44 hundredths of a meter squared. All right, how did you do? What is your level of understanding? Go ahead and answer your essential question. How do we find the area of a circle? And then put your level of understanding out to the side. When you are finished, you can come on back to the Google Meet and ask for help, or you can go on and do your practice work. As always, I appreciate all of your hard work and effort, and make it a great day.